So welcome back, y'all, to Just the Facts YouTube page. New podcast out here. My name's Jimmy, and I'm here with my co-host,
My name's Eric.
and we are about to talk about the Houston Rockets, man. So let's just jump right into this thing. So as we know, Rockets have always played a different style than most teams, and now they're taking it to literally the extreme, to another level. Um, Extreme small ball. So when the Rockets first traded Capella, I was like, what are we doing here? Because for one, Capella was playing great when he actually was healthy. He had a whole bunch of 20 rebound games, but he was playing well for us. I didn't see too much of a problem with him. Um, and when we traded him, we got Jordan Bell in the trade, and I'm like, and then we waive him, we release him. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? And they said we're not gonna have a center, and I was like, bro, are you kidding me? We're about to play maybe Jokic, Gobert, Davis, like all these guys, bro. And we don't have no big man. Like, come on. Like, I was so convinced we get destroyed by like every team, but I mean, looking at it right now, it looks pretty fun, man. Obviously the beneficiary of it is Russ for the most part. He has the space so spread, the court spread wide open for him, man. Like he can literally do anything he wants, bro. Like he even said it the other day. He was like, "I'm gonna do anything I want to do." But
but but yeah, what what he said when a fan told him Gobert's in the paint and still drove on him, it doesn't matter.
he still drove like,
He gonna get his shots up regardless, no matter what.
yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. Like um, they had Davis guarding him in the first game. Um, the trade happened. The first game the trade happened. Davis was guarding Russ, and Russ just did whatever he wanted. Jazz did the same thing with Gobert. Russ did whatever he wanted. Russ has been on a tear lately, averaging 32 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists since January 1st, even. I don't even want to say since the Capella trade. Since January 1st, Russ has been absolutely crazy. 53% field goal percentage. And another thing over these past 2 months is his 3-point attempts have gone down in half. He shot four. He shot almost 5 a game actually. Um, throughout the season up until January. But since January, he's only shot about 2 threes a game. So um, now that this floor is spread wide open, he doesn't need to jack up threes. He can drive whatever he wants, drive and kick. He can do whatever he wants out there, man. Russ is just like, it's a field day, bro. Bro, imagine if he had this in OKC, bro. Like if it was him, KD, and then like 3 other shooters. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing now kind of what you need to do to Westbrook. Westbrook he's kind of in that same system as Giannis, really.
Yeah.
You know, let him do him. Maybe he'll have. Well, I mean, he has James Harden, which is really nice for him. Giannis kind of really doesn't have like a James Harden-ish type of person, or really like a player to kind of like help him with the playmaking. I guess Eric Bledsoe kind of maybe-ish,
Uh,
maybe a little bit, but it kind of really allows Russell Westbrook to do what he's great at. And if he's having bad nights or whatever, or getting tired, he has James Harden really just there to help him, and it kind of helps balance off that team,
yeah.
letting them to rotate off the ball handling, and they have all the shooters around them. Really, position 1 through 5 can all shoot really, so it's tough playing them.
Yeah, and one big thing for the Rockets has been Robert Covington. So he's
Yeah,
averaged like he's had 22 blocks over the last like 5 games or something like that, and that's like second in the league over that stretch. He's averaging like 3 blocks a game, and it's insane, bro. I guess he's our rim protector. I guess so.
it works.
Yeah, Robert Covington is super underrated, man. I liked him when he was in Philly. Can shoot the 3 ball, can defend the other team's best perimeter player. And he's long enough so he can't get like overmatched. He can even guard some bigs in the post and hold his own down there. But like I said, man, we're still gonna have to go up against Gobert. We're still gonna have to go up against Davis. We're still gonna have to go up against Jokic, maybe even a Montrezl Harrell type. And I'm still kind of skeptical of it in the playoffs and how that would work, because teams are really gonna try to exploit us on their offensive end by just feeding the post. But maybe that's a blessing in disguise, because that would throw that team off their entire offense, and kind of like they forget how to play their own offense in a sense, just to um, go out their way to feed the big man the ball, even if that's not what the offense is based around. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see. One question I want to ask you: do you think this will be maintained like throughout the playoffs, throughout the rest of the season and the playoffs?
Um, I wouldn't say it would. I think it will change because in the playoffs, you're playing up against one of the best 8 teams in your conference, so you're going to be up against bigger and more skilled centers on a nightly basis. So, like for me, honestly, I think one of their hardest matchups is going to be. I think it's going to be Utah for me, just
Really?
because of the fact that Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert. Because what's it called? When Houston played what's it called? They played Utah on this stretch before their winning streak. They lost to them when they were at home,
Yeah.
and Rudy Gay had like 15 and almost 20 rebounds.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, and then Donovan Mitchell lit him up for 24. So for me, it's if they can kind of mix it up a little bit, they're gonna have to score. They're gonna have to shoot because teams are gonna be trying to figure out how to stop this. And yeah, they're gonna just have to keep doing what they're doing.
And I really think it's gonna have to come down to the role players. And ultimately, James Harden, man. James Harden has disappointed um, the past couple years in the playoffs. 2015, he didn't show up in the conference finals. Um, what else? He blew the 3-2 lead against Golden State. Game 7, missed every shot in the world. You know what I mean? And couldn't buy a bucket. Last year, of course, KD's out. James Harden fails to take advantage. Even you can look back at 2017, I believe. They played the Spurs, and they just, no Kawhi Leonard. They just took James Harden out of the game, basically. And now's his time, man. This is, for me, I think this might be Houston's last run at this thing. Because if they're not going to win with this, they're never going to win it. So, um, it's gonna have to come down to Harden and hitting the shot, man. He's gonna have to hit the shot. He's gonna score 25 to 30 points, obviously, but is he going to hit the shots when it matters most? And that's what it's gonna come down to for me.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, the role players are gonna have to, do their job, fill in their role,
Yeah,
and they're gonna have to hit the shots when James Harden and Westbrook dishes out to them on a fast break or off of a double team
yeah,
because they could maybe get double teamed in the off season. Most likely they will. Try to see if those role players, see if Rocco, Daniel House has been playing amazing lately. He's been
yeah,
shooting really well. These last couple games, he's been hitting double digits, making a good 2 threes a game.
yeah,
And yeah, it's really gonna come down to them if they make shots and how they play.
yeah.
Harden's gonna have to hopefully just not choke with some pass. That's gonna seem hard.
Yeah, now with this Giannis stuff going on, he's gonna have to show up. Like he has no like he has no room to mess up, to slip up, because he's talking about
Talking
Giannis.
mess,
I'm
yeah.
saying, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. But one more last thing is seeding. So Houston is kind of firmly in the 4 seed right now. Utah's been slipping a little bit. Um, we're only a game out of third and 2 games out of second. So we can range anywhere from 2 to really 7, to be honest with you. So obviously every game is important. And I think Houston's going to need home court advantage, especially um, potentially facing the likes of Utah. Like, you don't want to start a playoff series in Utah. Like, their crowd is obviously crazy out there. Um, and that's going to be a dangerous spot. But other than that, man, anything else you want to say about this small ball Rockets?
Um, so far it's looking good. We're just gonna have
Yeah,
to really see if they can maintain the success. Like James Harden said, every other big team in the league so far has really had they've had the run of winning and success, and he thinks it's their time. So we're gonna see if he holds himself accountable to that sentence.
yeah, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. I'm so excited for these playoffs, bro. But anyways, y'all, this is us. Just a fact signing out, man. We're coming back at y'all with another one very soon. So stay tuned. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I need to say that in the beginning, but I always forget. But like, comment, share, subscribe, man. And we're gonna keep this shit pushing. Peace.
We out.